Hey, what's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tony, and today we'll go full power. We'll learn how to overpower the sun using an ND filter and the Godox AD600 with the long throw reflector. If you ever wanted that bright look in the sunlight, this is how you get it. So I'm using a variable ND filter, 2 to 5 stops. It's enough for what we needed here. And the Godox AD600 with this long throw reflector, shooting with the Canon R5. I'm not shooting speed sync. I'm using the ND filter to bring out the overall exposure, because I think you get more saturated color with the ND filter than using high speed sync. First, we're gonna dial in the ambient exposure. I wanna underexpose the background, 2 to 3 stops, but I wanna keep it on the flash speed sync at 200 of a second. And I dial in the ND filter to 5 stops. So the maximum, this is 2 to 5 stops. And with 5 stops, I darken the background enough, but I'm shooting at 2.8 right now, because I want a little shallow depth of the field. I'm using a 35mm RF lens. This looks very good when you include the sky, because you understand the sky looks very dramatic, and you have a super nice contrast between the warmth of the skin of your model and the blue sky. Always you have to do some color contrast in your pictures, and when you have bright sunlight, the sky, for me, it works always the best. So I went with the ND filter all the way to 5 stops. I dial in the exposure on my flash. Shooting for long extended time at the half power, we're gonna overheat that flash pretty fast, because we are like 100 degrees here in Florida. And to help a little bit the flash with the recharging, I'm using a second flash, and I'm gonna have it as still on camera. This is my V light, and I have it at 32 power. Just, a little bit to open up the shadows and help the main flash with the exposure. I still have a long throw reflector, a mini version of it. We are outdoors, and we have this hard light, and these reflectors mimic a hard light. So even like we fill in the shadows to make a nice, good even exposure, you can see that is a hard light illuminating the model. But because we use the reflectors, you still can read it as a hard light, and it matches the ambient. Is why this portraits look so dramatic, because you have hard light and the hard light ambient, and it looks very good. I'm using these low angles because, as I told you before, I want to get as much of the sky as I can in the pictures, because it looks very dramatic. I had to move from the beach to shoot this video, because it was too noisy, too windy, and too many people around. But you gotta find a nice location, because, this will be like an environmental portrait. You find the location, you dial in your composition, you dial in the exposure for the ambient, and after that you bring your light in the picture. I'm using the sun as a backlight for Lydia, to be the rim light, and my main light is to the side. You have to have a side light to create a little bit of modeling on the face of your subject. The field light is very low power, just to open up a little bit the shadows, but and help the main light with the exposure, but not to diminish, to have that flat look. I want some contrast on my subject's face. I'm directing Lydia to look at the light, because I want to have a nice light fall off on the face, and also create some contrast in the clothes. For me, using the ND filters, I think it works better, because for some reason I think it gives a little bit more color saturation in the pictures than using high-speed sync. Using the flashes in hot, bright sun, we're gonna overheat your strobes right away. You gotta pay attention. The fans are blowing like crazy right now, and these lights. I still didn't manage to overheat them, but I can feel it by touch. But they are very hot. The camera also is getting hot. A word of caution, I start this photo shoot with the Canon R5, and with the ND filter at 5 stops. I was having a little bit hard time to focus on Lydia's eyes. I moved to Canon R5 Mark II, and It works flawlessly with no problem. So a better modern camera will work better with the ND filters than an older model. But regardless, with the Canon R5, I was able to focus by touch because it was the only way to see it, and it managed to focus only there right away. The good part is after you dial your ambient exposure and your flash settings, nothing changes. You just keep shooting at that same settings. You just work with the pose, make sure you get the right movement and the right expression on your subject. It's super hot, it's super bright light right now, so it's very hard for everybody to work in this condition. So be cautious and don't make this session too long. I decided to go with the Godox AD600 with the long throw reflector because from all the Godox flashes, this is the most efficient way to project your light and over long distance. Any other flash with the long throw reflector doesn't work as good as the AD600. Even like, okay, to be like a very minimal difference between flashes, between AD600 and any other flash, it's a huge difference, and it's why I opted to go with the AD600. And of course, the battery lasts long, and I can shoot for extended period of time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out my channel for more lighting tutorials and gear reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.